Hi, welcome to episode 49 of the StressKnits podcast. I am Stacy, also known as Stacy Elston on Instagram and StressKnits on Ravelry. You can find show notes and everything else about this podcast in our Ravelry group, which is StressKnits Podcast. So hi, today is August 25th, 2017. It is a Friday. I'm trying to record on Wednesdays, but life gets in the way. So, so recording 2 days later than I was planning on, but now I just have more to show you. So, first off, we are going, before we get into anything, I just want to say hello and welcome to all new viewers, and a big hello and thank you to all returning viewers for continuing to watch me babble on about knitting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. There are so many podcasts that are just amazing, and the fact that you just want to sit down and listen to me ramble about my favorite thing in the entire world just means a lot, so thank you. So today it is kind of sweater weather, so lightweight little sweater. I want to knit a sweater just like this one. One day I will knit a boxy. I don't know if that day's coming anytime soon, but one day it'll happen. So my hair is just being a jerk today, so I don't know, and also this light is really blinding. I've tried to play around with it, can't figure it out, so we'll see how that works. And so today I'm drinking some iced coffee, but it's not just any iced coffee, it has pumpkin spice in it. Tastes like fall. I'm so excited. I missed pumpkin spice iced coffee so much. I went into my store today. I start work next week again, which I have more work updatey stuff to tell you, but I think I'll do that next week, just in case. So I went in and Partner, it's not out yet for the rest of the world, but Partners get to have some before everybody else, so it's great. I'm so excited. Pumpkin spice forever. Okay, so before we jump into knitting content, I just wanted to say a big thank you to Mina and Jacqueline. Brooklyn Knit Folk is Jacqueline and Knitting Expat is Mina, which everybody should know this, but they both had patterns come out recently. Mina had the Blender Shawl and Wrap come out, and then Jacqueline's Clark Socks came out, and both of them have offered to offered a pattern for one of you. So there will be 2 threads open for the respective patterns in the Ravelry group. A link should be in the show notes, and just answer the prompt that is in the thread and you'll be entered to win, and I will announce those on the next podcast. Next, I'm a little scatterbrained. Today's been crazy. So I just want to say thank you to Jacqueline and Mina for giving me the pattern as well as giving one of you the pattern. So I love you ladies and thank you. I can't wait to see you guys in October. Okay, so my hair is being ridiculous, so I'm just gonna put it up really quick, up a little bit higher than it was. What else was I gonna say? Oh, so before all of the craziness of life happened, I was hosting a sock knit along called Socktacular. And I've never drawn for prizes. I locked the threads a week or 2 weeks ago, but I haven't drawn for prizes. I still haven't drawn for prizes because I'm awful. But I was thinking, because I am a real sock kick right now, I didn't think I would be, but I am. I was thinking about opening them back up and continuing until the end of the year, because there's so many sock knit alongs. There is the festive sock cal that kicks off on September 1st with Amy Florence of Stranded Podcast. There is the Wool & Vine box of socks. There are the Clark socks just came out. Like, there's just so many things happening. I think I'm gonna open those threads back up. There's one for Finish the Hose, and then just regular pairs of socks that you cast on and started. So we're just gonna do that. All sock whips, all that jazz. All the stuff is in, I forgot the rules to my own cal. It's been a long time. So if you're interested in that, if you're knitting socks, there are some amazing prizes from like Once Upon a Corgi. What else is down here? Graceland Wool, Stitch Together Studios, and Knox Yarn Co. And then some StressKnits, which is my hand-dyed yarn company. So there is that, and it has been 5 minutes, so I'm going to get into some knitting stuff because I have a finished object. It is not a sweater for the first time in a while. These are my Hermione's Everyday socks. They're out of hedgehog fibers in the Monet colorway, and yeah, so I started these after my and Doug's honeymoon. So they were started in 2017, so they count for my box of socks. This is pair number 5. I'm trying to catch up. I think I will. So that's, yep, because I got the sock yarn on my honeymoon at Argyle Yarn in Brooklyn. So yeah, Hermione's Everyday sock. I just did a regular heel flap and gusset. Yeah. So there are those. I love them. I love the Skate of Monet because they're both super saturated. I love them. So there is my finished object. I also have a half-finished object, also known as a hoe. So you haven't seen this yet because I cast this on and knit this in a day, basically. So this is StressKnits yarn, which is my hand-dyed yarn in the Pistachio Rose colorway. It is a mint green and a soft pale pink with speckles of brown. That's coming up pretty color accurate. This is on my sparkle base, which is a 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold tone stellina. I am obsessed with this colorway. I want to put it on everything. There will be more in the shop. It's been going out pretty fast. I love it. I really just wanted to see how this worked out. Plus, the skein is a little less saturated than other ones, especially with the speckles, because it's not really consistent. See, this is one side, this is the other. So the skein was just a little bit off than what it is supposed to look like, but I love this colorway. So there is that. Oh, my basic, it's just my basic sock. 64 stitches on a US 1, 2.25 millimeter, 2x2 ribbing, reinforced heel flap and gusset, standard wedge toe, but the Susan B. Anderson one from Smooth Operator. That's all I did. So there is that. And then I did cast on the second one. No second sock syndrome because I'm obsessed with this yarn. And I've been wanting to knit more with my yarn lately, so it's perfect. So here it is, just on the leg. This is a Progress Keeper from Sucre Miniatures. It's the Rose Macaroon, which are my favorite. And then Signature Needles, US 1. So there is that. Here is the cake. I'm gonna block out the sun. Yeah, that's true to color. It's gorgeous. I've been wanting a color like this for a while, and Doug gave me the idea. It's perfect. So there is sock whip number 1. Sock whip number 2, living in my field bag by Fringe Supply Company. I had to think about it, but I finally got it right on the first try. So, and that is Doug socks. This is Legacy Fiber Arts, Cozy Toes in the Will You Be Mine colorway, which is a gift from Sue and Chelsea at Vogue Knitting Live this year. And I'm on the foot. I already did the gusset. I've only knit a few rounds past the foot, but I'm knitting these on a US 1.5 Knit Pro Zings. I love them. Doug's so excited about these. I'm going to try to get them done for our dating anniversary, which is September 12th. So we'll see. No promises. This is sock number 1. But yeah, 64 stitches on a 1.5 is perfect for him. So there is sock whip number 1, or 2. Sock whip number 3 is another Legacy Fiber Arts. This is also Cozy Toes in the Oogie Boogie Man colorway. couple other Halloween colorways for this year. I am obsessed with it. It's gorgeous. And I popped in, it's loud, I popped in a pink heel. This is StressKnits yarn in the 75-25 base, my smooth sock base. And it's just a pale pink. Yeah, and then my super miniature Weasley's Arcane Cupcake from the Harry Potter Yarn Club with Molly of a Homespun House. So those are going. Sock number 1 as well, but I am obsessed. I have one more sock whip, and I actually just started it today because when Jacqueline's Clark socks came out, I had to cast them on. I had to. So, out of Sweet Sparrow yarns, in the Robin's Egg colorway, which is a gift from Julie, on her Magpie base, which is her Gold Stellina. I think it's Gold Stellina. I don't know. But I love Julie's yarn, and I love Jacqueline, and they're 2 of my closest knitty friends, so I had to cast on, I don't know, it's like my knitting friendship socks. Yeah. So, Julie's yarn, Jacqueline's pattern. So excited. I'm just on the rib. I only have a few rows of ribbing going. Keep hitting my pen. I only have a few rows of ribbing, but I'm so excited. Also, this colorway is absolutely gorgeous. It's the perfect blue. It's a little more mint than it's coming out. That's closer to the color that it is. I'm obsessed. So those will be slow but steady. I'm not the greatest with cables, so this will give me good practice. Okay, so I have one more work in progress, and it is a sweater. This is a sweater I've not talked about in a while. I'm moving my chapstick because it's probably gonna knock it over. So this is knit out of shepherd's wool, which is a Michigan mill. I think it's the blue spruce colorway. This is blowing out. I'm so sorry about the lighting, guys. That is very true to color. It's just this gorgeous deep forest green, and it has a little bit of tweediness to it. And also this yarn is so soft. It's really great. But I cast this on almost 2 years ago, and it's not finished. So Laura of the Fawn Knits podcast is hosting a Knit That Sweater Cow. It's just finishing up sweaters that have been languishing on your needles, so I have to, because I only have one sleeve left. This is it. This is my cardigan. I made this to just wear with like a skirt and like my blue Oxford button up that I wear all the time. Like, it's just kind of my signature thing. So I wear that with like a skirt, and yeah, so I have one sleeve done, and they're kind of bracelet to 3/4 length sleeves. So I'm literally just a few inches away from being done with this sweater. It's a ladies classic raglan by Jane Richmond. This is my first sweater that I've ever knit. I knit one out of Cascade 220 Superwash in the Space Needle colorway for Camp Loopy one year. But seriously, like, it's almost done. The neckline's done, the body's done, one sleeve is done. It's just this guy. So I knit about an inch. On it while Doug and I were watching the Leah Remini Scientology episode this week. So yeah. So this will get done eventually, hopefully by the end of this this cal, which I think ends in October. So if you have any languishing sweater whips, I would recommend joining them. So yeah, blue spruce colorway. Love it. Can't wait. Alright, let's see. What else is there? I do need to finish my sister sweater, which is the Leslie, here, let me just pull it out really quick. My other field French supply bag. I haven't worked on this at all. I'm gonna work on it next week. Well, next week I'm just gonna bust this out. But yeah, this is the Leslie sweater by Hannah Fettig from her Home and Away collection. And this I'm knitting for my sister for her pregnancy sweater. Yeah, her birthday is September 19th, so I need to have it done by then. So hopefully that happens. Okay. So I have a bunch of things I want to cast on. So I did cast on my Clark socks. The Marled Magic Cal with Volan Vine and Jinx is happening September 1st, so I'll be casting that on September 1st. I will be casting on a What the Fade mystery knit along with Andrea Mowry. I actually have some yarn drying for that. So super excited about that. But a wonderful friend, I don't know if it's okay to say her name on the podcast, so I won't, but a wonderful friend gifted me the Sunset Highway pullover. I'm obsessed. I was just trying to figure, I know what colors I want to use. I want it to be out of StressKnits yarn. And so like I was kind of playing with the idea, like what colors to use. And so all I needed was a dark contrast color, and I love the navy in the pattern, but I was like, I'm more of a gray kind of gal. So I came up with the perfect dark gray, and I'm so excited. I'm going to dye some of it today because I also want to use it for the eyeball shawl because I want to knit everything right now. I just want to cast on everything. Yeah, so I have the perfect gray for that, and I think it's going to be with Sweet Disposition and the Pillow Mint colorway. I think those are going to be my 3 colors, because I think it's only 3 colors. Not sure. But I think those are the 3 that I want to. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that, so thank you again. I'm so excited to knit it. And then, of course, I want to knit a soiree sweater. And that's going to be out of my jam colorway. I just want to knit everything in my yarn right now. I went through a period of time where I was like, I just want to put everything I dye into the shop. But now I'm just like, but I really like everything. And I am trying to save money with buying yarn, which, I mean, hasn't been going great. It's fine. I bought a little bit of yarn to celebrate some stuff today. Yeah, so, I don't know, I'm just gonna start knitting with my yarn and not feel bad for it, because I felt really guilty in the past keeping skeins, and then I would just put them in the shop. But I really like everything, because that's why I feel comfortable selling it, right? Right, okay. Anyway, I'm babbling about nothing. What else was I going to talk about? Stash enhancement. So I had one purchase come in the mail today, and then I have a gift to show you. So I'll start with my purchase from the Woolen Homestead. This is her sturdy sock, which is a 75-25 superwash wool and nylon. I think this is BFL, but I'm not sure. And then Nymphadora Tonks colorway. This is the Woolen Homestead. She is a dyer and podcaster in Michigan, so gotta support local ladies. But yeah, so this is gorgeous. I've been eyeing this colorway since I saw it on her podcast. I love it, and it's named after Nymphadora, who is the coolest Hufflepuff ever. And as a Hufflepuff, I feel like I needed it. So this will go in the stash. I don't know when I'm gonna knit it. It'll be a pair of socks, but yeah. Then my wonderful, wonderful dear friend Caroline, who is from the UK. We've been talking pretty regularly back and forth for about a year now, which is really exciting. She sent me the sweetest package. It was kind of like a care package, and there's a bunch of stuff in it, including a Hufflepuff tote bag, which I forgot to bring over. It's over by my couch because I've been using it. But she sent me some yarn, and Caroline, you do too much. Okay, so this is Nora George, which I love, but it's so hard to get in the US because time differences, and I just don't think about it, and postage, so I love Nora George. but I don't know, I just never think, I don't know. It's stupid because I love everything she does. This is the Spearmint colorway on her 80/20 high twist sock, which is my favorite sock yarn. I love 80/20 high twist. So yeah, so there's that, and then I can't get over this. Many of you will remember Druzy Rising. She's an amazing human being, one, but two, she dyed yarn. I don't know why she's not dyeing yarn anymore, but she's not at the moment, which is sad. I hope she starts again. But I knit a pair of socks for the cookie jar cow out of her yarn. I knit part of her yarn into my fade. And then Caroline sent me Poolside, which is a color that I loved, but her updates would literally sell out in 30 seconds because her yarn was so popular. And this is a colorway that I was always obsessed with, but I never got, and then she stopped dyeing. So this is Poolside by Druzy Rising, so you can't really get this unless you find it on a D-stash, which is rare because her yarn is just, it's the literal best. So this is gorgeous, and this is gonna be hoarded in my stash for a little bit because, ugh, I love it. So I think that's her solid sock base. Yeah, so I think that is it for the knitting content. I'm going to move on into StressKnits shop news. So if you're not interested in that, that is totally fine. I will see you next week, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. But if you are interested in StressKnits news, here's what's going on. So my GoFundMe is still going on. It is the StressKnits Growth Spurt. I haven't updated my description because it kind of breaks my heart to update my description. So my plan is to eventually go full-time, but I would really like to up my production and start wholesaling and doing stuff like that. So my GoFundMe is really to just kind of allow me to get a stock of yarn and labels and like buttons and business cards, that kind of stuff, and some new equipment that I need, like a spin dryer, because yarn takes forever to dry. Yeah, so if you're interested in donating, like even $1, like every little bit helps so unbelievably much. So thank you to everybody that has donated, and yeah, so if you're interested, just check that out. Again, the description's outdated by about a month, but it's just too hard to delete. So, yeah. And then I have my Stay Sexy Don't Get Murdered pre-orders are still up in the shop until September 1st. I have all of the pre-orders that haven't gone out yet. They are drying outside right now, so they should go out Saturday, and if they're not dry by tomorrow, they will go out Monday. So if you've ordered Stay Sexy Don't Get Murdered as a pre-order, those will be going out by Monday. If you still want to buy or purchase a pre-order Stay Sexy Don't Get Murdered, I'm offering it on my favorite sock base, my singles base, my squishy base, and my sparkle base. So 4 bases, yes. Yeah, because that is a colorway that sells out really, really fast in my shop, and a lot of people have been interested because it made its way onto both the My Favorite Murder craft Facebook and the regular Facebook. So a lot of people have been messaging me about that. So if you're interested, I just want to put some pre-orders up and get that so people that want it can get it, and then after that it'll just go up in the regular shop updates. And then there is the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club, which is up right now, also going down September 1st. Those will go out the September 14th or 18th. I think it's the 14th at the absolute latest, but I will be dyeing them because I have the yarn for it right now, unless some weird twist of fate happens and a bunch of people want it. I don't know. But it should be going out the 1st or 2nd week of September. So that is going out if you want to snag the September Gilmore Girls Yarn Club. That is up until the 1st of September as well. And then I will be having an update on Monday, August 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There is still some stuff in the shop right now, but there will be more pistachio rose and the like. If you have any preference of some stuff that goes in the shop, leave a comment below or message me on Instagram or Etsy. Let me know what you're interested in. Excuse me, because otherwise I'm just gonna die when I feel like dying. There will probably be some sweet disposition. Yeah. But I just want to show you some things that are already in the shop. So if you wanted to grab them, you could. So this is Stay Out of the Forest, which is another My Favorite Murder reference, but I just think it's gorgeous. Let me grab this for you. Yeah, so it's these gorgeous greens and browns and blues on a mostly cream skein. Yeah, so I really love this colorway, and it pairs really well with a lot of my colorways, which I want to get better at doing because multicolor shawls are kind of really in right now, and I want it, excuse me, and I want you to be able to pair some stuff up if you want to use some of my yarn, you know. So yeah, Stay Out of the Forest goes really well with Fern, which is also in the shop still. I also really like the Stay Out of the Forest, Fern, and Solstice all together. Like, I love this color combination. I think it's gorgeous. So there's that in the shop. There are 2 skeins of Birthday Cake, which is a really popular colorway of mine. I'm surprised they're still in there, but I'm kind of glad that they are, because if you're interested, you can get them, because people have been asking me for this color as well. Yeah, it's just a super fun speckly Birthday Cake colorway. So those are in the shop. And so is a skein of 23, which is the skein I dyed inspired by Katie of Inside Number 23. So it's just a super speckly, autumnal, gorgeous. I love this colorway. Yeah, but that is what's in the shop right now. There will probably be some Knit Folk, some of Wool and Wine. Yeah, so just more stuff will be in the shop. I'm trying to think of stuff people have been asking for, but you know, yeah, so I actually think that's it. No real life update stuff. My dad's doing okay. He has to have another stent put in. He had a heart attack last Friday. He's fine, but he has to have another stent put in after Labor Day, so that's not fun, but at least he is getting everything worked out. We went putt-putting, which is so much fun. We get super competitive with each other, so it was a lot of fun though. So there's that. I may be starting a new job. I'll talk more about it next week when everything's finalized, but I've already started all of the paperwork today, so yeah, really excited. Yeah, so I just found out today, so I'm just really excited about it. So that's coming. Doug and I are gonna go see Penny and Sparrow in September, which is my favorite like duet kind of group. They're indie. I love them. They're wonderful. So if you're interested in that kind of music, I highly recommend them. So we're doing that, which is in Ann Arbor, September 20th. I think it's 20th. And then Rhinebeck, obviously, which I'm so excited about. I have to go get my enhanced license so we can drive through Canada, because not driving through Canada to get to New York from here is just a chore. So get that. I think we're going Monday. Yeah. So let's talk about Rhinebeck for a little bit. So I will be at Rhinebeck. I will be at the podcaster meetup. I'll talk about this way closer to Rhinebeck, but yeah, I'll be doing that. Shopping around with my husband and some other knitty friends, and yeah, I'm so excited to see everybody. I'm so excited to finally go to Rhinebeck and be in upstate New York in the fall. I'm so excited. Doug and I are going to head over on Thursday, but we're going to spend the night in Niagara Falls because that's about halfway for us. And we've never been together, so we're super excited about that. I've probably already talked about this, but I don't remember. This entire last month has been awful and a blur. So, yeah. So we will be at Niagara Falls, and then on Friday, I will for sure be at Needles Up, and I'm gonna try to hit Indie Untangled on our way to our Airbnb to check in. It really depends on what time. I won't be at either of them for very long, just because I feel like the entire weekend is about nitty stuff and Doug's kind of getting dragged around. He doesn't mind, but I just kind of want to be understanding to him. So I don't know what that was that fell behind me. Or maybe it was just sun rays. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so we will be at both of those. And then Rhinebeck on Saturday. And then we're leaving to go back home to Michigan on Sunday. So, really excited for that. I'm just really looking forward to it and getting out and doing something. So, it's going to be really good. And yeah, so I will be back maybe on Wednesday. I don't know yet. Yeah, so I'll be back, and until then, sorry, I get really distracted by looking out the window. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful knitty week, and I'll talk to you later.